class ever. The Norwegian Algebra Challenge was a massively open online learning game competition that engaged 36,000 kids and 1,000 teachers. Jean-Baptiste, and I do not know how to pronounce your last name? Huynh. We'll tell you why and how this event taught him that video games can totally change the way we learn. Jean-Baptiste is the co-founder and CEO of We Want to Know, a math education program, and he's also the creator of the award-winning algebra game Dragon Box. Additionally, he's a certified financial analyst who spent 10 years as a stock portfolio manager and then became a math and economics teacher, and I wish I took his class, and then he can take up the story from here.
Det veldig stort å være her I dag for å snakke om matematikk og videogames. Og jeg ser på fjeset deres at dere skjønner ikke en puck av det jeg sier, og det hensikten med øvelsen. Men jeg skal likevel snakke om matematikk og videogames. Well, the feeling you just got is the feeling of students, many students all over the world, and they don't understand anything in a math class. It's very funny the first minutes. If I would continue a few more minutes, it would be boring. And if we keep on doing that, it would be torture. And if we keep on, you would get a feeling, I hate math. And if we keep on, you would lose your self-confidence and self-esteem. Right? Can we accept that? No, we can't accept that. Blah, 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 blah. That's what many teachers do. Okay, so I was a teacher for many years, and I wanted to change this blah, 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 blah. And to do that, we have to respect children, of course. We have to listen to them. So I tried to do my best to listen to kids and enter their world. And their world, it's a world of video games, pleasures, laughing, shapes, interactions, meaning. Meaning. We have to create a context that is meaningful for children. So is it possible to teach math differently using the same language and culture that children deserve? Yes, it's possible, and that's a good news. A few years ago, we created our first game, Dragon Box, that let children discover algebra basic concepts. We did that, it was very fun, and it worked to some extent. But very quickly, we understood that the usage is as important as the tool. So it's not enough to create good games, really brilliant games, if you don't know how they're going to be used. So we went from usage or game design to learning experience design. So with the Center for Game Science, led by Zoran Popovic in Washington, we decided to design a learning experience that would be kind of a big learning party. And at the time, it was really bold. It was impossible to know that we would succeed in designing it, let alone implement it. But we took the chance. So the Algebra Challenge is a concept where we gather students and we ask them to compete to solve the highest number of equations. They can learn how to solve equations in the game, right? And then we organize a big competition where you can actually compete on the individual level, the class level. It's almost Clash of Clans, I guess, but it's algebra. And we did that in Washington, in a small test, and then we took it to Norway, where I live, and this is the Prime Minister. She opened the opening ceremony, and it was really, really exciting. And I guess it positions Norway as the most innovative country in the world as it regards education, because to organize that kind of event at a national scale, all the stakeholders have to be aligned. both teachers, politicians, the kids, the parents, everyone. And we did it, actually. And now I want to share with you some insights I got from this event and key learnings. The first one, which was pretty positive. It is positive today. It was not positive at the time. You're going to understand very quickly why. Teachers were over-enthusiastic about this event. So enthusiastic that the servers crashed. 2 hours before I met with the Prime Minister, the TV, and the press, I received a call. Jean-Baptiste, I think something's wrong on the website. Yeah, we lost 15,000 players, and we got many angry teachers, as you can imagine. They were sitting in the PC room. We got still 36,000 coming later. It was good that it didn't come at the same time, this one. So teachers were really enthusiastic, and they took part in this event, so it was very positive. So if you wonder, are teachers willing to take part in that kind of stuff, very innovative? Yes. Number two, actually everything went out of control at this event. And we're going to understand why. We discovered that kids were playing at night. They were playing an algebra game at night. I don't know if you realize what I'm saying, but it's... and I was on Twitter, and they were tweeting, and some of them were saying, well, it's pretty boring, this game. So I was tweeting back, I said, well, why do you play it? Why? It's just that I have this competition with this guy, and I have just to do it. Well, how many equations have you solved? Well, 3,500. Well, so, and that's the key learning number two, I guess. In the right setting. So it's very important what I'm saying now to you. In the right setting, kids can learn about anything, right? You can design an experience so that kids can learn anything and play algebra at night, for example. Number three, so I guess I had a picture of kids playing at night, because a lot of newspapers, of course, that kind of pictures we have plenty of. Key learning number three, it went really out of control. We discovered that kids were cheating. They found a hole in the system. And some schools were complaining on Twitter, Facebook, and so on. And I was not prepared to I mean, it was really out of control. Just it's a learning competition. Well, what are you talking? You cannot. Yeah, 3 minutes. Okay, so it was really. Why do you cheat? And I didn't know if I would take that positively or negatively, but I guess it's positive. And that is key learning number 3 or 4. I don't remember now, but it's extremely important to define carefully the goal in any competition or event or class. We don't spend enough time on that, I guess. So that's the learning for me. To define very carefully the goal of what you want the kids to achieve, this is key. Are there other things? I think there are other things. I still have some time. Somewhere. Oh, I lost my paper. Many other things, like we got data showing actually that this event was really, this is important. So we're having fun, and kids too, and they learn. And that's a big thing. 93% mastery for all students that participated for more than 1.5 hours. And totally 63% achieved mastery. That means they played more than 1.5 hours. That's 23,000 kids. This is big numbers. So let me sum up. We can design fantastic, powerful learning tools. We can design super powerful and exciting learning experiences. We can implement them at a bigger scale. That's what we did. So I want really to share with you that whatever the idea you have, you can do it. You can change school at a bigger scale. We did that in one nation, so we can do that everywhere. You got that? Good. And we can get great results. And what I say here, the beauty with that kind of stuff, it's not going to solve everything, but we can iterate this process. We can improve the games, we can improve the learning experience, and we can improve the outcomes. And this is really exciting. Thank you.